Hey there, this is Carl, and I've been writing some pretty good reviews about the ProForm TDF trainer. But the truth is, my experience hasn't really been that rosy, and I decided I need to sort of share this a little bit more. Um, Basically, the unit arrived and it worked barely a day, and it was having issues with sort of a clicking noise that was coming every time it was tilting back and forth. And I brought that up with ProForm via email and Facebook, really. I kind of used that to get their attention. And they sort of try to dismiss it as a new machine sort of coming to. They wouldn't really acknowledge a problem. You could tell there was a sound that wasn't working right. And then eventually it got stuck calibrating with the downhill position, which I've seen other people say they've had that too. And at that point, they acknowledged that there is a part that tends to break on shipping, or so they say, and it needs to be replaced. Well, the unit sort of came back to life, and it would still make a clicking noise, a loud one at that, when it was rotating through its incline. But it worked, and then give out maybe 2 hours into use. So truthfully, I've written on it for maybe an hour and 15 minutes or whatever, and the rest of it was just kind of playing around with it and stuff. So I paid $1,300 and have a very expensive paperweight right now. So just to show you the symptoms to begin with, and apparently this is plaguing more than just me. I don't know how big the stats are. Obviously, I don't have that information, but I've gathered some of it by Googling. The main point is if you go to the interface and you do a calibrate incline, which is done in the maintenance menu, can't kind of say, there it is. Calibrate incline. It will do several things. One is it will do absolutely nothing at all, which is what my unit is doing right now. And there is some information on the screen giving me that information that it actually finished the test. There it is. So it's running and it's going to finish up here in a second. As you can see or hear, machine's not moving. It gives an error. It was giving this error when it got stuck as well. But that's what it is. So I went ahead and reported it to them after much sort of back and forth emails. It said broken part. We're going to go and ship you a new one, but it's on back order, whatever that tells you. I waited 5 weeks just to get this unit. And by the way, I didn't get it right away. I had to raise hell to actually get the unit shipped to me. Waited 3 weeks, got the part, and it's this thing right here. And it's been sort of 2 days now. Truthfully, FedEx had delivered it on Saturday. They obviously know it got delivered because they have the tracking info. I have to wait till I get in touch with them, or manage to get in touch with them, to get this part replaced. Or I can do it on my own, but I have zero instructions besides the blowout that came with the thing. So now it's Tuesday. I got this part Saturday, and I've attempted to kind of get into there. Turns out this thing is really difficult to unravel for several reasons. One, it's built kind of like a bicycle, and that makes certain tools necessary. The other is that it's kind of cryptic. First of all, there's a piece of plastic that goes here that is held in. That is held in by two screws. There's a plastic that screws. You can see the holes right here. They go in to these little spots right here. Got to get those removed. Plastic pops off, exposes some computer chips and a blinky red light. That's all fine and dandy. Then you start pulling off these little covers and removing these bolts right here. This one and this one. Same things on the other side. You get those out, and this piece of plastic's still pretty on tight. What you realize is there is a piece of plastic covering the back. That has to come off. This screw has to come out. And then you finally kind of get this whole piece loose. There's actually an extra screw on the back side of here. Somewhere underneath here that I can't really see from this angle. Nevertheless, you got to pull that sucker out, and you probably need to get the pedals off for the sake of making everything easy. These are covered by plastic. They pop out. Exposes a bolt that then you need to remove using a crank puller. Not everybody has one of these. I do. It's for a Shimano set. It's ISIS and whatever the other one is. And guess what? It doesn't work. I can't get that in there. So this actually has a different kind of crank. So now I have to figure out what to use. It looks like it's a square. They haven't provided me with any of those details, so I'm kind of stuck on my own until they finally answer my emails. It hasn't happened yet. So kind of stuck waiting. Have a dead paperweight ProForm TDF trainer. slightly annoyed, hoping to share this experience with others.